Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
all right, welcome to MME. What's this? This is just going to be a one topic. It's late. I don't have it in me for a movie madness tonight. I have plans for tomorrow. I'm going to be on Lightcast channel for, I think it's going to be a live stream at 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow. It might be more of like an interview. So go check out Lightcast, Lightcast YouTube channel. I got plans this week. But there is breaking news. Shout out to Sir Nerd a lot for giving me this info for a recent tweet by Ray Fisher. And this is more like going to have question of the day. And hopefully we will cover this in tomorrow. Well, actually, tonight's Movie Madness later tonight. I'll have a full episode with a panel. The abusive threats of Geoff Johns versus Ray Fisher. Is there anything there? Should people be accountable for workplace behavior? Is it abusive? That's what I want to know from you. There's lots of differences of opinion on this. I like Ray Fisher a lot. I want to stand with him. If you want me to be completely honest, I think there's something there, but I'm not sure. Listen, the environment around Justice League was volatile. The Geoff Johns took his power. Did he abuse his power? Ray Fisher, we know he went up the proper chain of command to have a meeting with Geoff Johns. Actually, this is more, to be honest, Ray's tweet is more in favor of Geoff, but then what happened in that room is what do you consider abusive? He also, we'll get to the actual tweet in a second. Listen, I still stand with Ray Fisher. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. But what the actual context of his tweet is, he did go up the proper chain of command. He had a meeting with Geoff Johns. And then Ray Fisher says that he made a thinly veiled threat for his career. Now, on to be Deadpool's advocate. I can't ever say it right. Sorry. If the opposition to Ray Fisher is saying that he is a diva, which I don't believe, but let's hear the argument. Saying you got to stop with this stuff or it's going to hurt your career. Is that a threat or advice to help? See, this is complicated. I'm so conflicted in covering this story. I really am. But we gotta listen to both sides. I tend to believe Ray. I really do. I think he's well spoken in all his interviews. I really enjoy his acting. What I've seen so far. I like Geoff Johns' Stargirl, and I appreciate what he's done in the comics industry. All I've heard is rumors and stuff of the chaos, but we've seen the result of him with Justice League. You know, the chaos that became and what happened. He obviously did not have any respect for Zack Snyder's vision at all. Really. No respect at all for his vision. So, and I think that's where a lot of the hostility came from both ends. Ray Fisher obviously was on board with Zack Snyder, along with the crew that's been working hard the majority of the film. Someone to come in at the last moment, rip it, tear it apart, make a mess of things. And then when you say this isn't right, you go up the proper chain of command. Geoff Johns is there to tell you, stop being this way. It could ruin your career. I don't think that's right. No, I don't think that's right. But we weren't there, so it's hard to know. It's hard to know for sure. the context of that thinly veiled threat. Like, you got to stop complaining, or people aren't going to want to work with you. But people don't really want to work with Geoff either now. They don't. Because of the mess he created. So it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Let's get to the official tweet right now. I'll make this bigger. So during the LA reshoots of Justice League, Geoff Johns summoned me to his office. Now, this is the part I don't agree with, if this is true. I tend to believe him to belittle and admonish my and my agent's attempts to take grievances up the proper chain of command. What are those grievances? It could have been a division of the film. And they were all on board with trashing Zack Snyder's version of the film. So, and then he then made a thinly veiled threat to my career. This behavior cannot continue. Accountability over entertainment. And let's also look at some of the responses in the tweet thread. Lots of people saying they stand with him. We are with you. There's my boy Jeffrey Warfield. I really hope I don't hope his career is finished. I hope if he crossed the line, he's accountable. It's hard to say if he crossed the line. There's Wonder Meg. I'm sorry, we were with you. Geez, this isn't okay. And then there's some other people like Lantern Alex. He already did pay for it. He was forced out of his position in 2017. And that's when I want to go to my boy Alex's Twitter, because this is an opposing opinion, and I embrace that. If he did cross the line, just him being stepped down, that's not just justified for the crime. If he did cross the line, I think that's the point of his tweet there. Let me go back. He already paid for it. He was forced opposite. No, if you cross it's not for us to say if he crossed the line or not. A lot of this stuff, I'll have to admit, a lot of these accusations still are vague. They still are vague, and they're open to interpretation and bias. So that's the real problem I'm having with all these accounts of abuse, which I take seriously. But from what he said there, let's go back. I'm going back to his tweet. Belittle and admonish my and my agent's attempts to take grievances up the proper chain of command. What were those grievances? I mean, we don't have all the context, so it's hard to give a definitive for or against this. In either way, someone that's, oh yeah, we stand with Ray Fisher, ultimately we believe everything he says, or on the opposite side, oh, he's a diva, and what's he complaining about? This is Hollywood. I don't think either one of you are right on either side. You don't have the whole story. That's just my point of view. All right, so I'm going to trash that Twitter thread. And then I did check out because I follow Lantern Alex, his tweet, and I'm going to bring that up now, what he believes, which is interesting for the conversation. It was, okay, can you see this now? All right, I'll make it bigger. It was years ago. Johns was already held accountable and lost his position as DC Films over it. His name is ruined. He'll never get to have his vision on the big screen. Now you want to ruin his career because someone belittled you in Hollywood? What's John's crime? He's mean? So I'll be honest with you, Lantern. I don't agree with you on that take. Because if he crossed the line, who's to say what's abusive, though? That's all subjective. Like, is this typical Hollywood behavior? Is that okay? Listen, work environments can't be this hostile. They can't. It's not just because you have awards and all this other stuff, and you're a creator and you're an artist, doesn't give you the right to be so abusive and belittle another human being and treat them like trash because you elevate yourself. I think this is a constant problem in Hollywood. They don't think of themselves as just another person. They think of themselves as royalty, and they could do whatever they want. So no, that's not okay. And just because if he did cross the line and he was taken away as DC Films president over it, that's that is enough. I don't know how far Ray Fisher is going to take this, but Warner Media is investigating. That's all I know. This and Ellen. So this is something to talk about for sure. You can't have people being treated like this in the workplace, but to what extent? And how much is it his point of view, what he believes? The other thing that's kind of alarming on the Ray Fisher side is if this is absolutely accurate, I would think there'd be more from the staff retweeting and everything, but they're not. I'm not saying that's proof onto the opposite side that he's being a certain way. I'm not. I'm just saying that no one else is engaging in the conversation. So that's a little odd. But we will talk about this on Movie Madness tonight. Check out Lycast's channel. I'll bring up his channel right now so you could see where to go for the interview, and go subscribe. Hold on a second here. This was I'll show you this one. This was a good interview. I didn't finish watching it. Oh, trash that Twitter. Twitter deserves to be in the trash. Where he interviewed Lady Genevieve. She's a big DC fan. Includes paid promotion. Uh-oh. So go check it out tomorrow. You will see that I am subscribed. Oh, I didn't thumb this video up yet. Thumbs the video up. Lightcast tomorrow. All right, and then tomorrow night we'll talk about this subject and many more. Or tonight, sorry, on Movie Madness. And I'll see you later. Bye.